PlayStation Now, frequently alluded to as PS Now, has made some amazing progress, from rather crude beginnings, and is currently a standout amongst other gaming membership benefits around. In 2012, Sony purchased the then scarcely realized cloud gaming administration, Gaikai, for a cool $380 million £242 million, $518 Australian. The choice was met with lukewarm fervor and loads of suspicion, and its vast majority was justifiable. The central issue was, how could the normal client anticipate a steady, snappy association for a whole gaming meeting? Just as the valuing issues, what amount would PS Now need to cost with the goal that the two shoppers and engineers get a reasonable arrangement? In any case, in the years since, PlayStation presently has developed in run and in quality. Broadband velocities have risen, and keep on rising, which implies that nobody is questioning how acceptable a thought PlayStation Now is anymore, particularly with Microsoft's xCloud administration hoping to expand the opposition. On account of another download include, clients can play PS4 and PS2 titles disconnected at this point. The administration is additionally progressively butting heads with Xbox Game Pass, which absolutely offers game download rentals instead of attempting to live stream games over the cloud, which means you can play through probably a few PS Now games without battling about data transmission with your housemates. What is PlayStation Now? PlayStation Now is an advanced game gushing assistance from Sony. Basically, you pay Sony a month-to-month membership expense, which implies you can get to a Netflix-style library of more than 500 titles. At that point you can single out what you play over the web as opposed to run each title off a devoted plate like you generally would. You used to have the option to lease games independently for one-off installments likewise, yet it's presently the membership or nothing. For quite a while, PlayStation Now was selective to the PS4 comfort, yet it's since been reached out to take a shot at Windows PCs also. The choice of games is showing signs of improvement and better constantly. Most are from the PS3 time, yet PS2 games are presently included, regardless of whether PS Vita games never again are. PS Now plan and interface. When you pick a game, the administration will associate you to a distant worker that will have your meeting a couple of seconds after the fact, and the game is fully operational. From that point it's dependent upon you to explore the particular title's own menu, settings, controls, and so forth. The administration doesn't mysteriously remaster old titles, however, so particularly for more seasoned games like ICO or Rogue Galaxy, the visual quality will to a great extent rely upon how well your TV upscales low-goal content. On the off chance that you set up a gushing meeting, this implies there's no compelling reason to download the game, however you would now be able to do only that for the PS4 and PS2 libraries on the administration. In the event that you'd preferably incidentally spare a game to your hard drive and crash through it disconnected, then depend on the quality of your broadband association, the alternative is there. PlayStation Now's interface is extraordinarily short-sighted, perhaps excessively so. All you'll see, after you move beyond the paywall, are the games. The titles are isolated into classes with included titles, normally gathered by sort, at the top. Looking down, you'll discover more discrete classes, as 2D battling games or JRPGs, for instance. There are around 12 classifications to pick from, with certain titles showing up in numerous classifications. After you pick a game from the rundown and play it just because, the game will show up on the home screen with the goal that you can without much of a stretch get it again later on. There was a period that we trusted, maybe fairly gullibly, that PlayStation Now would be the Netflix of computer game gushing. The expectation was that we could dish out our money and access any game on the administration everlastingly, insofar as we didn't allow our membership to slip by. PlayStation Now hasn't exactly unfurled that way. Saying this doesn't imply that the administration is awful, as you may already know. It's simply extraordinary. Every one of the gushing video administration needs to do is push content from a worker to your reassure. It has to know when you stop, clearly. However, other than a couple of little orders, the administration doesn't generally take any info. That need to consistently be tuning in for orders and deciphering them progressively is the thing that makes a help like PlayStation Now a bad dream to code. For you, this point can mean the contrast between Slack-free ongoing interaction and an unplayable encounter. PS Now Game Library. Last time anyone checked, PlayStation Now has in excess of 800 games accessible to stream, and huge numbers of them, PS4 and PS2 titles, accessible to download. They run in worth and esteem from a portion of the must-mess around of The Last Age, similar to Red Dead Redemption or The Last of Us, to little outside-the-box deers, to some totally forgettable, deal container grain. Be that as it may, the not-too-bad titles merit the cost of section. Games like Saints Row 3, Enslaved, Odyssey Toward the West, Darksiders and Catherine are all available to anyone, while Sony gives a couple of stage special features, as ICO, Shadow of the Colossus and Ratchet & Clank, that are brilliant also. Also the Batman Arkham Ceta 3, Until Dawn, Borderlands, BioShock, Infinite, and Ultra Street Fighter 4. Moreover, PlayStation Now offers PC players the opportunity to play Bloodborne just because, as the title has consistently been a PlayStation selective. Tragically, only one out of every odd game is beneficial. A portion of the several games are leeway heap feed, and have been for as far back as hardly any years. I don't realize anybody arranging to play Heavy Fire, Shattered Spear or Jimmy Johnson's Anything with Wheels, and keeping in mind that I'm certain somebody who might be listening truly appreciates Wheel of Fortune and Frogger HD, it's not me. Be that as it may, the assortment offered here ought to be sufficient to satisfy a different arrangement of tastes. That offering has surely improved after some time, simply like Sony's PlayStation Plus membership, which offers a bunch of free games for download every month. PS Now steps the line between alluring games and those that are just about leaving design. Not at all like Xbox Games Pass, it doesn't offer the most recent AAA games, however it offers an advantageous method to get to a library of old titles that are either difficult to get hold of, or only an approach to test titles without a market value boundary. PS Now Valuing. PlayStation Now could offer the greatest and best games from the organization's 20-year attack into game consoles, yet on the off chance that the evaluating isn't right, none of it will matter. Realizing without a doubt that costs and dollar signs are what sinks ships, estimating as one territory that Sony has concentrated on throughout the most recent year of PlayStation Now's presence. In October 2019, Sony cut the evaluating from $19.99 per £12.99 every month to just $9.99 per £8.99 every month. For US gamers, that is a deep discounted contrast, while UK players will even now be sparing a slick £48 throughout the year. You likewise have the choice to pay quarterly at $24.99 per £22.99, down from $44.99, or yearly for $59.99 per £49.99, down from $99.99 per £84.99. What's generally striking about this, however, isn't only the sparing, yet how it hauls down the cost to coordinate Microsoft's contending Xbox Games Pass administration, which costs $9.99 per £7.99 every month. To start with, there was the alternative to lease games varying from the PlayStation Now store, instead of pay a month-to-month membership expense. That alternative has now been jettisoned, so it's the membership charge or nothing. In the pictures underneath you can perceive how it used to function. A table of 3 games, one PS3 game, one PSN game, and one later PS4 game that show not just the distinction in cost over each timeframe, yet the contrast between games from various stages too. Where we can see PlayStation now discovering some footing is with gamers enhancing their PS4 involvement in what basically sum to rentals, or, crazier, clients surrendering their physical media assortment totally. This relies to a great extent upon how rapidly distributors jump aboard with game spilling as an approach to play. Be that as it may, ideally in which games dispatch all the while on retail and PS Now, you could be playing the week's greatest games without leaving your love seat for your membership charge. It's a disgrace we haven't seen a joint enrollment alternative for both PS Plus and PS Now, given the gathered month-to-month charges are probably going to forestall high take-up. On the off chance that the decision is between a financially savvy approach to play online from one perspective, and get 2 or 3 free old games every month, as well, and a gushing assistance with various association gives that as double the cost on the other, which one would you pick? PS Now stream quality. Another zone that could go through some tidying is the gushing quality, in spite of the fact that it's gradually improving. In addition to the fact that games take 30 to 45 seconds to stack up, however any hiccup in the association totally crashes ongoing interaction. While Sony is just suggesting association rates of 5 megabits per second, it's not until 10 to 15 megabits per second that you'll genuinely arrive at the guaranteed place that is known for continuous ongoing interaction. What's more, for all the more requesting AAA games like Bloodborne or Batman, Arkham City, you'll be needing all the association speed you can to benefit from your play meeting. In the event that you leave this audit with one-piece guidance, have it be this: utilization and Ethernet link rather than the framework's Wi-Fi. A lost association with your Switch will boot you from the game whether you've spared 10 seconds back or 10 minutes prior. We got booted from games on different occasions because of an awful association. At the point when we originally tried the administration, we discovered basically everything aside from low-power platforming games like Braid would cause at any rate rare nerves. The busier the screen, the harder it will be, yet the work Sony has placed into the administration in the course of the most recent year implied any issues spilling Bloodborne 27.19 GB to download, for setting, were actually very insignificant. This is a territory Sony can at present enhance, by proceeding to enhance workers and open more worker. If you liked the video, do not forget to subscribe and like. Thanks for watching.